was late, and the office had emptied hours ago. The chill of the winter night gnawed at my resolve to take the long way home. The snow was piled high everywhere, except on the narrow shortcut through the park. A path where the trees arched like skeletal hands, and the streetlights cast flickering glows that barely pierced the encroaching darkness. I hesitated at the entrance. I'd never used this path before, but tonight, exhaustion outweighed caution. It's just a quicker way home, I muttered to myself, pulling my scarf tighter and stepping forward. At first, it seemed fine, silent, except for the crunch of snow beneath my boots. But as I ventured deeper, the air grew heavy. The once occasional flickering of the lights became erratic, casting long, distorted shadows that danced without rhythm. The wind picked up, a low hum that grew into something eerily familiar, almost human. It whispered my name, faint and fleeting, carried away before I could fully grasp it. Just the wind, I told myself, quickening my pace. But the path didn't end. No matter how far I walked, the row of trees stayed the same. The same light poles blinked ahead, as if mocking my progress. My breaths turned shallow, plumes of mist trailing behind me. Panic clawed at my chest, but I kept moving, steps becoming more frantic with each passing minute. And then I ran. The cold air bit at my lungs as I sprinted. The wind now a cacophony of voices, taunting, pleading, laughing. My boots slipped on patches of ice, but I didn't stop. I couldn't stop. I skidded to a halt, heart hammering in my chest. The same bench I'd passed minutes ago was in front of me again. The same crooked streetlight loomed overhead. I was back where I started, yet I hadn't turned around. My hands trembled as I fumbled for my phone. No signal, not even a flicker of battery life, though I had charged it before leaving work. The whispers grew louder, closer, circling me like vultures over a fresh kill. "Help!" I shouted into the void, the sound swallowed by the oppressive silence that followed. Then the lights went out. I froze, my breath the only sound in the consuming darkness. And then, faintly, a pair of glowing eyes appeared ahead, too far apart to belong to anything human. They blinked once, twice, and then began to move toward me. I stumbled backward, heart pounding, legs numb with terror. "This isn't real," I whispered over and over until my back hit the rough bark of a tree. But the whispers had returned, louder now, encircling me, chanting in a language I couldn't understand. The eyes drew closer, and with them came the unmistakable sound of footsteps crunching in the snow. The shortcut was no escape. It was a trap, a loop that fed on fear, and I was its latest prey. And as the figure emerged from the darkness, towering and inhuman, I realized too late that I would